Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3. I figured we're gonna start off over here. That's the project that we finished last episode. And I actually had to do only very little changes to it. And it's been running for many hours, okay? You guys remember everything went into here, and then I said once I had everything assigned to the filters that then I will add the trash can and void all the items that are pretty much left over here. You guys see there's pretty much all armor and, weird witches hats, and there's another type somewhere right here. And also like the cooked chicken, I decided not to filter because it was very seldom that I got this, because you guys remember the evil craft fire stuff, the mobs that turn the cursed earth on fire. And I thought that I had it under control, but this thing completely burned out once. I came back over here and it was just all dirt, nothing in there. And that's when I decided to add vector plates. On my mob farms in the past, I always used vector plates, right? But I figured this time around, because of the range upgrades, I was just gonna kill the mobs where they spawn, right? It's quicker that way, because the mobs don't need to move into the kill area. But I decided to just combine both of them now. And the vector plates, stop the fire. I have not had a single fire in there because these blocks cannot be put on fire because they're not a full block. So that works well. And I was thinking, possibly putting in some dispensers with water buckets or something, but then I was thinking, it's like, okay, but how do I trigger them? I can't just always trigger them, like every 2 seconds, fill the room with water, because that would slow spawning a lot, right? So I think this works perfect now. It works quite well. Let's just check here real quick. I'm up to 6,000 buckets of this essence. These two right here, I stopped running for a while. Long time ago. I will never need more than 126 buckets of pink slime. I really only need one, and then I'm gonna capture that pink slime anyway. Check it out. We're up to, what is this number here? 406,000 of this bag. So I could get 406,000 of this common loot bag. It's bananas. And over here, check it out. 4 nether stars. Oh yeah. This drawer is full. Always, as soon as one goes out, it pulls the back one in, and because the way I have set it up is that this priority is higher than the trash can, this is full. There is no reason for me. There is 32 bags in here, and this is, I think, 9. Yeah. I'm never going to need more than these, right? And I don't want to make this any faster either, guys, because I'm already happy that I'm getting 3 nether stars, honestly. I don't want to make this like a long, big system. I could make 16 of these and just send it from one to another, big circle or whatever. But I don't know, that feels cheesy. I mean, I like getting free materials, but nether stars are really, something special. I don't want to just have those for free. Especially because I have... Let's check here real quick. Where are the wither skeleton skulls? Look at this. I got 1,200 of these fragments. And if you don't know, 9 of these turn into a wither skull. So I can summon the wither. I have 45 skulls as well. So if I need more nether stars, I just do it the normal way. But anyway, I'm actually going to leave this off. I have enough stuff for now. Let me just show you real quick here the filters, in case you're wondering. All right, how I did it is, number 1 is the bag storage. 1 second. It's on this channel here. My bad. Right here, the bag storage is priority 99. And the drawer for the patient bags is priority 100. Okay, so it will always try to put stuff into this drawer first, then into the bag storage right here, and then it goes up right there. This is priority 11. You guys see all the items. This is priority 12. See all the items, and then this is priority 13. All the items, and then lowest priority 1. I could also leave this as a 0. Is the trash. So if it cannot put it in the interface, in the back storage or in the drawer, it will automatically void it. This system can never overflow, and it hasn't. And of course, all my drawers have void upgrades. I did a lot of them because I have the obsidian seed. So, over here, this way. These are all the items that I'm getting from the mob farm now, and it works well. Well, the racks down here are not from the mob farm, but I don't care. There's also a few items in here that you only get from bag openings, right? So But anyways, you guys see. So, let's move on about the mob farm. That is set it and forget it. I moved the charger to over here. It's not set up. I just given it power. I have not automated this yet because I don't really have any need for charge Certus. If I do, then I'm going to add it to the system here. So I can put just Certus quartz in here and it charges it and pulls it out. But we don't need that yet. I didn't do anything in this area. I just want to show you guys the things that I changed over here. Yes. I got over a stack of plastic sheets now, so I'm just letting this sit here. There's no reason, and I'll put some more wood in here. Never gonna touch this again, probably. And over here, I added a Glacial Precipitator because I needed snowball to make... what is it called? Hold on. Usage... it's this right here. Cryotheum dust. Because the bliss powder I've been getting from sifting compressed dust from right there. These are the 4 new items. So I was kind of lucky that I had exactly 4 left. We get Niter, Blitz powder, Blizz powder, and Basalt's powder. So that's pretty cool. There's a bunch in there too, if you guys see that. That's a lot. So I don't need to worry about this. And then I added 1 machine in this corner. By the way, last episode, I don't think I mentioned it. None of you seem to have noticed it, which is, I'm not expecting you guys to count machines. But last episode, actually, I already added 2 of these dynamos. And I don't think I mentioned it. I might have mentioned it and cut it out or something like that. But we have 7 of these now. So I think I'm making 1,680 RF a tick. Something like that, okay? Just wanted to point that out. So I added this guy right here, the Compactor, to make blaze rods. Yes, I got confused with basalt, splits, blizz, but just good old-fashioned blaze rods. You put 5 blaze powder in here and it compacts it into 1 rod because I made ender chests that we'll get to in just a second. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just moved this machine here that we're gonna work on in just a second. But I wanted to first catch up and check out. This is the green room that we had. It's empty. Because of the FPS issues, I decided I'm going to move it into the void world. And I'm going to overlay the comment right now because it was a good comment. I had it planned already, but, you know, that person mentioned it as well. So might as well give credit where credit is due, right? And this energized glowstone, by the way, I already used this cow. I haven't moved it yet to make lumium. Yeah, no, that was the wrong world. Let me go back. All right, let's try this again without going on the wrong beam here. I made that thing right here, portal to the void. Let me just show you guys. It wasn't too bad. It's not expensive at all. And right there, nope, that's not it. Oh, come on, where is it? I had that same problem, but I think if I type, there we go, portal to the void. Block of diamond, 4 ender pearls, eyes of ender, and 4 obsidian. You know, so quite simple to make. And then you just right-click it, and it puts you into a void world. And it had a, I think it's 5x5 lime terracotta platform. This green stuff here was here. It's actually 7x7. Okay. Let's eat real quick. And I did pretty much, you guys see here, this is the exact same setup. But instead of this being the AE2 interface, it's the ender chest now. So everything from here goes into the ender chest, and then the ender chest I show you on the other end, you know, we just suck it into our system. Now, interestingly, okay, if we check right now, and I'm standing still, I'm getting up to 55, sometimes I peak at 60 FPS. So this is kind of weird. It must be a combination of there being, you know, a lot of stuff going on in the base that I dropped down into the 20s. But it was kind of funny. Then I moved it and I'm like, okay, but my frames are not affected over here, right? And I still have my growing thing over here. It's not as wide as on the other one, I think. I just made it a 4-turn snake. Yes, and I also made it that guys pointed out I should definitely avoid the sludge over here. And I'm like, you know what? Let's find out what we can get from it. So I made the sludge processor right here. If I turn this off up here, come on. It will then stop sending sludge over there, and that means the machine will not work. The machine will only poison you when it actually does something. So once it has a bucket in here, it will go through its cycle, and that's when you can get poisoned. I haven't been. I actually don't need to turn it off. If I come down here and I can get close enough to this thing here to open it. So these are all the items we're getting from this, which is pretty cool. And I think I will actually send these back into the ender chest up here, so it also goes back into our system, right? But for right now, I'm just gonna take a couple of these with me because we're gonna need them today. So yeah, so you're all caught up now. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm not gonna worry about too much, and you guys see I went nuts with the torches because I'm like, I don't want to have any one of these, so you cannot be planted. And in here, this is a green lamp, so I have not gotten any messages that it cannot grow here, right? So this works well, and I can turn this back on. So I'm very happy that this is over here now. Let's go back to the overworld. Or to our island, I should say, and we're gonna set up this pulverizer real quick. Why I want to set up this we have the pulverizer, I want to upgrade it. Is because I can get gravel and sand for sifting, very easy, but not dust, okay? And I don't want to use hammers anymore and stuff, I'm tired of it. It's time to move on from that, and in order to do that, I need a fast pulverizer. So our pulverizer is moved over into the corner here. And we're going to put a drawer underneath and above it. And then we're going to set this guy to input and output. I think sand does not have a byproduct, so we should be fine. And let's pull it in. Let's check here. Oh, 153. Holy shnikes. Sand usage in the pulverizer. You have a byproduct chance of dust. Okay, so this can never get stuffed up, right? And if I just use it for metals or whatever and they cannot get sucked out, I don't care. They can just sit in here. And I left this open over here because I wanted to show it to you. I did not know that. This is chisel and bits, and we set it to a plane. And if I right-clicked it, it actually adds a whole cover all the way back there, right? Which I don't want. But I can actually cover this. I'm going to say draw region and then come from this corner up to here, one thick. Check it out. Covers it. And I'm pretty sure it still works. So, I mean, it doesn't have the exact same texture, but too bad. And I also wanted to point out what I've been doing is, right now, these couple of ones I'm going to leave here, I always empty my chisel bags. In case you guys ever wonder, you know, you have done all the trees and you have done all the other stuff, but your bag never gets full, is because I always empty it. I don't like keeping this around. How much clay do I have in here? Let's get the rest of this out, and I actually want to assign a storage drawer for this. So we're gonna make this clay balls, and then the blocks we're gonna put above it. I know I could use compacting drawers, guys, but I never really felt the need to use compacting drawers very much. The same for metals and so on. It's just a personal preference. However people like it, there's nothing wrong with them, but I just never really felt like using them. So you combine 4 of these upgrade kits, and you get the conversion kit. That way you don't need to upgrade this 175 times. You just right-click it once, and now it's fully upgraded. Max already uses 120, and we can use these 4 in here. Now it uses max of 600 RF, but I really want to see how fast it is. Now what I'm going to do with this is sand. And we can simply do this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to make 9 stacks and turn this into dust, because then I can make 1 compressed one and send that to through our thingamabob over here, the autosieve. How fast is? Whoa, this is fast. I like it. See, now I can stop with the hammering and all this stuff. That is perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Nice. Alright guys, now let's get to what we're actually going to do today. And that took me probably close to an hour to figure out, guys. I had to consult the interwebs, Reddit, and all kinds of things to figure this out. And that was, if you guys remember, my goal is to get the infinite infusion stone here. This thing right here, Master Infusion Crystal. And for that we need mana infused shards, which you need Arcane Forge and some kind of research. So I started looking into Lordcraft, and I went into a creative world because it was so confusing to me. Let me show you guys why it was so confusing to me. Being in a skyblock, I think that was the main reason. So, if I made the book in the creative world, it is this book or this book. I don't know which one. One of those two here. I think this one here is the one that actually has the tutorial. Oh, it doesn't have a tutorial. I was very happy that there is a book, but it really doesn't teach you much, honestly. But again, only because this is a sky block. So now check it out. It tells us in order to make these, we need to do this in the Arcane Forge with this stuff here, which you craft like this. And the simple crystals, again, come from an Arcane Forge. But in order to craft the Arcane Forge, I need these. So that is where I was like, that's the moment when I went into creative. I'm like, all right, let's try this out. So I need to unlock the quest book, from what I understand. And that is if we check, oh my god. Let's find this real quick. I can never remember these names. I don't know why we can't just name this over here. So it's easy to find right here. And it says here requires Twilight Forest. And that gave me the idea that this probably spawns in the Twilight Forest. And the Twilight Forest requires a glimmer crystal from Embers. Alright? So that's what I came up with. And also, it doesn't show me the quest rewards here. But anyways, so I'm guessing this ore here is actually available out there. So we don't need to make it with this Arcane Forge here, but we actually need to mine it so we can craft the Arcane Forge. I hope it makes sense. It just took me a long time to figure out, hey, we need to go to the Twilight Forest, which I'm cool with. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention. You guys saw that I redid this over here, I'm sure, and like, hey, he just runs by, doesn't even mention it. I just wanted to have a nicer walkway here to all the different portals. So I redid this area and just planted some trees, so we get our 3 portals, and then the Twilight Forest probably is going to go somewhere here, or something like that. But in order to get to the Twilight Forest, like I said, we need to do Embers, and that's what we're going to do today. And that's why I also wanted all this clay. So we're going to open the book to Embers, and we're going to get started with this. I need to find this again. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. So it says make an ancient codex first. Let's go ahead and switch this to Embers. Actually wondering how the borer is going to work here, because we have a piece of bedrock here, but I cannot use it. So we would have to do this in a different dimension, like the nether or something. Codex, codex, codex. Where are you hiding? Right there. Let's go ahead and make this guy. We have plenty of these materials from our mob farm. And there we go. It's a really cool book. I like this a lot. Alright, let's get the dingle-donger. Come on. No, you don't want to? Detect. Ancient Codex. Is this one of the... It's a retrieval task. Okay. How about now? See, there's a lot of problems. A lot of quests are not completing because I'm crafting with applied energistics. You kidding me right now? What's happening here? There's no other stages? Let's... Okay, what? Wow, that took long. Why can I not disable it? There we go. I don't want to have this enabled at all times. I don't know if the... Okay, anyways. Finally completed. There we go. Let's claim our racks. And it wants us to make dials right away, huh? Let's make the weird stuff first. And the Embers hammer. Alright, so let's... And then also some of these. I decided to craft most of this and cook it and press it and all this stuff off camera because it's so simple, and it just took a couple minutes to make all this. I also made a chunk loader because I decided we are going to put this into the Landia dimension. The Ember setup because there's bedrock. I also dug down already, and I made a hopping bonsai pot. I hope that that is going to be enough fuel. Oh, before I forget, let's bring a piece of dirt with us. And I'm going to just bring spruce. Because that way I don't get any apples or chance for apples. So it can burn the log just like we have over here at our pneumatic craft setup right there. I want to have it the same way, and I hope that it will work. We'll see. If not, then we'll figure out something else. But now let's go ahead and craft some of these juicy parts that are interesting. The first thing we're going to do is the Tinker's Hammer. Wait, I already made that. Sorry. I already have the Tinker's Hammer. And I also made the atmospheric gauge. Again, very simple. I didn't even need plates or anything for it. Alright, so now the next thing it wants us to craft is also all the pipes. So let's go ahead and craft. I'm just gonna craft 8. We might actually need a couple more for that over in the other area. So let's just go ahead and make a couple more. That is fine. We have enough materials now. So then we're also gonna need fluid extractor. I think we're going to need 3. So let's go ahead. Actually, 1 out of each smelter into the mixer, and then from the mixer into the... Yes, so I need 3. There we go. So we have 3 of these, and then we also need the item pipes. Is that... I made item pipes and item extractors. I need fluid pipes. That's what I needed. Ah, well, it's okay. Let's just do it this way. Whoa. And for this one, I need 3. There we go. So, fluid extractor is the same way. And kabam. Alright, and let's make a couple of the fancy levers. I like those. Where are they? Oh boy, I don't see them. They're probably yelling at me. Okay, let's skip them. There they are. Let's go ahead and make 4. Let's make 8. Doesn't matter. We have enough materials right now. I prepared a lot of it. Okay, then we also need an item dropper for the quest. Let's make this one as well. And then we're gonna make an ember dial. The quest book wants us to make an ember dial and a fluid dial. I actually might make more of those, but we'll make those on demand. How's that? Okay, so let's check here real quick. Lots of stuff completed. Claim this one. I claimed the other ones, but not this one yet. Okay, and this is the first thing we need to get to. This other stuff here we're gonna do in the overworld, but we need the Ember Borer first. There's actually 2 pieces we need. Where is the Ember Borer? Right there. So we need 2 of these. Ember Borer. Oh, I need 2 of these. One to actually craft the Ember Borer, and then the other one to sit on top of it. Because if every side of this mechanical core you can use to access for import and export of items. Okay. Right there. Let's go ahead. Oh, I need this stuff here as well. Okay, so let's... Oh boy, I might need more of these. I'm gonna need exactly 7 to make these stairs. Alright, cool. Alright. Man, inventory's getting full just like that. Lickety split. Alright, so there's our Ember Borer. And that is all we need right now to actually get this going. But I need 2 more things. 1 more thing. But twice, I want to make 2 ender chests. I just made a couple of more blaze rods. I'm actually pretty much out of them now. And they're not going to be white. They're going to be yellow. So we take this with us. I don't need to put a diamond on it or whatnot. So perfect. I got a full inventory. Actually, you know what? I can free up 1 space by doing this and leaving the racks right here. Alright, now let's go over into the Landia dimension. And I'll show you guys the hole I made. And coming home, I just do /home. Like always. Landia is the beam. That's where I want to go. We can't do that in the Void World because the Ember Borer needs to sit on bedrock. At least that's how I remember it. I'm hoping they didn't change it. I didn't read the book. I'm gonna admit it. And this, by the way, I found out when I dug through here. Where's the hole to fall down? Hello? Okay, this is the Oh, because it creates this island here every time. That's why this block is always here. You guys see. By the way, there's 2 of these Astro Sorcery structures within each other. So I actually have 2 of the crystals right here. Which I don't care for yet. But, just like that. There we go. I made this one higher. I don't care. With chisel bits, just so that it holds the water and I can jump down here. And down here, I just excavated once. And then I cleaned it up a little bit. So, first thing we should do here is take this gauge. So this is a little bit less than half. I want to see if there's one better than the other one. Here it goes down a little bit. It's about the same. Alright, we'll just put it right here. I don't care. We can always move this very easily. And this Ember Borer, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I put it right here? I think I can. Yeah, there we go. That's what the Ember Borer looks like. There's actually some really cool spinning wheels down there. The grinding, you can never see them because they're always in the bedrock. And then on top of this, we're going to put this mechanical core. Just like that. And now on top of this, I'm going to need a little bit of room. 4. And I wonder if we're going to be able to hear it right away. For the hopping bonsai. Alright, let's see. Well, it's got to grow first, but I'm wondering if we're going to be able to hear it if it starts. 50%. 70, 80. Yeah, we can clearly hear it. I was being quiet because I thought we might not be able to hear it, but it's very loud. Okay, so let's just come out to the right over here. This is where we're gonna put our first ender chest. And you guys see the items are coming through here. Man, this is loud. And I'm just gonna make this yellow, white, yellow. Yellow, white, white. Sorry. Okay, and then we're gonna use an item extractor against this face. And we're gonna use an item pipe against this face. And then put a lever on top to start pulling the items out. And there we go. We got our first ember shards. And now, of course, I still need this one here. I'm just gonna leave it a chunk loader instead of a spot loader. But I'm gonna bring down the radius to just 1. You can turn on the laser so you guys can see it loads exactly this one chunk. This is still my favorite chunk loader of all times. There's none better. It works. It keeps the chunk actually loaded. For multiplayer servers, it's not that good because it keeps it loaded if you're offline. So that's probably why you don't see them very often on servers. But anyways, so now we're getting this here. What's going on there, my friend? Oh, maybe I stuffed this up with a leaf or a sapling. I want to see. Why is it not growing? Oh, I'm guessing because it has something that it cannot give off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something different here. Okay, so I'm wondering if this was actually had something to do with this lever here. Because when I broke this and I came back just now, I noticed I had a piece of log on me. So let me turn this on. I just want to try this again. If you can actually stop growth with a lever. That was something I've been wanting for a long time. No. Okay, so that was not it. Or I don't think so. But I brought enough materials now to actually make this a little bit better anyway. So let's just go ahead and go with that. So the way we are going to do this, oh boy, I'm gonna do it back here. Let's go ahead and put a item duct right there, and we're gonna put a drawer right there. I'm gonna need to make a little bit of room. I don't care too much about this being too nice because we're probably never gonna be here if we don't need to move the setup or something, so it's not too bad. I mean, we might dress it up, who knows. One of these I'm gonna put on the top, and the other one is gonna go with a wooden hopper into the side of it, so I can have 2 of them, just so this makes me more stuff. And now the big thing is that I need to wait until I actually get the logs and the sticks, and then I can set up the filter back here. I made a hardened one because these one can be filtered, and we're gonna make whitelist, and we're gonna whitelist the, oh my god, getting stuck on everything here. Alright, so we already have this. Good. Not just 1, please, and 1 stick. Thank you. So we can put this and that on here, and then say go. Yeah. So I think this boar itself can hold 64 items, so a stack of items, so it's probably never gonna take the sticks out, but just in case. And I came here to... Can we do this? Okay, so now it's quieter. Alright, so this should work now. And we already have 3 of them. So I don't have any other reason to be here right now, so let's go ahead and go home. Ah, dang it. I knew it. I forgot to put this void upgrade on there because I said once it's full with leaves or saplings, it will stop. So let me go ahead and put this 1 upgrade on there real quick. Okay, I crafted up a bunch more things here that we're gonna talk about in a second. I just needed a couple more of these bricks right now to make Caminite blocks. Or what are they called? Caminite bricks. And that is for the copper cell right there. Alright, so now I got everything that the book wants us to make. So I made an Ember Activator, Ember Relays, and Ember Emitter, Ember Receptors, the Pressure Refinery, and the copper cell. And I actually never seen the Pressure Refinery before. So I checked in... Oh boy, where was it? No? Okay, sorry, I got it right here. I never seen this because I only know about the Ember Activator, right? You put the embers in it and then it turns into the energy that you can pipe around. Right here. But on this one it says that while the activator can refine crystalline ember, it produces only a modest amount. The pressure refinery is a means of getting much higher yields per crystal. It requires both water and ember to be pumped into it, resulting in a default 1.5 times yield from the activator. However, if placed on a metal block with lava or fire around it, it can reach up to 3 times the yield. So I don't know if, however, if placed on a metal block with lava or fire around it. Now my question is, does that lava need to be around this block or around the metal block? I'm guessing around the metal block because how else am I going to pump stuff into it? That's my problem. So we're going to have to play around with it. And I guess I'll need a copper block real quick so I can put this on a metal block. So let's see. I haven't really figured out yet where I want to put this until just now when it said that it needs water. And my endless water source is kind of here. So I'm thinking of possibly putting that in this area and then we can use... I don't think we're going to need the whole room, but some of it. I know Embers has like a couple of things to it that need a little bit of room. So I think we're going to just do it in this room here. That's fine. So where are we going to get started here? And the other thing is also, guys, I don't know if I need this. Oh, it puts this on top automatically. And this right here is the normal way of doing it. So I don't think we're even going to set this up. I don't see any point of setting this up if we're going to use this anyways. Alright, and the last one. So, what? Oh, apparently I forgot this one. So, now it's going to be the last one. Right there. Well, if, again, I don't know how I would know how much I'm getting, what the effectiveness is. Like, how would I see that, right? I think I'm gonna leave it like this, guys, and then wait for you guys to leave me comments in case you have set this up before. If you know if this lava is around the metal block or one higher, and then we can always adjust it. But anyway, so, and then the other important thing here is that I don't want to fall in there or any items. Besides, I'm gonna need to pump in the items somehow. Okay, so, but let's just get a glass block here. Let's get a regular vanilla glass block. Kablam. And get you in. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Come on, don't hide from me. Actually, let's put away all these buckets. Kablam. And then what I can do is to make this easier, because placing against it is going to be harder, is I'm simply going to set this to pane mode, and I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And right there, and then we can place them like this. And I guess we're gonna do the... Oh, the thing also needs water, I forgot. So the water is gonna come in from this side, and the items are gonna come in from behind. So let's do it like this, so I cannot fall in there at any... Oh. I held down shift because I don't want to open the machine, I guess. But there's no inventory. So there we go. So we got this. Now let's go ahead and put this away. Keep running out of inventory space today. So let's get some ducts. And I'm going to use item ducts and these. I'm not going to use the embers because every one of these pipes holds up to a stack. of items, and that is just a waste to me. And I'm always making these now, which is fine. So I only need one. The water is going to be automatically pushed into it. Let's start with the water. So the water... I can't come from underneath because the lava is there. Let's just come from here. From here. All right, so yep, water shows up filling up 8 buckets. Okay, cool. I'm not a fan of this here, but it just has to do for now. Probably gonna fix this up. Okay, and then right here we're just gonna put this fella with our ender chest that I need to make yellow, white, white. All right, so whoa, what is this? Mundane stone. I don't want to just pump everything. So right now we're just gonna start with the small ones, guys. I don't know. And let's do this. So. Alright, okay, it's making stuff. And I don't think this is just a graphic. I don't think it's wasting it or anything. And we can put the ember dial right there. There we go. We see it filling up. Wow, it's... Oh, production multiplier 3. So the lava goes around the metal block on the bottom. Oh, that is nice. That makes me happy. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so now the next thing is we're going to have to set up machines. Again, this one we won't need. But I think this one should go first into a battery. Right? And so I think we're going to put that right here, nicely in the middle, the copper cell. I can put some machines back here and then possibly... Let's go a little bit more in the middle. Let's go in the intersection right here. Right there. Okay. And then we're going to need a Ember Receptor that we're going to put... I'm probably not going to send much this way, so let's put it on this side. The Receptor right here and the emitter... I think it can go on top. All right, and now we need the hammer, and you always shift right-click the Receptor first, and then right-click the sender. And then, of course, we still need a lever. This mod, nothing goes without a lever. There we go. All right, it's going outside. But luckily, it goes through blocks. So I do want to have another one of these emitters, the dials right here, which is fine. Let's just make another one because I would like to see how much is in the cell. Right there. Okay. I'm not going to put these on machines and stuff, but at least on this guy right here. Can I put you underneath? Yes. Wow, this is filling slow compared to how fast this one filled. Okay, right now it's getting drained because I'm guessing we don't have any small ones anymore. But we'll see how much we need, right? So this is recorded after the fact, when I was all done recording, but then when I was editing, it was too long. Even for my taste, guys. I know last episode I spoke about, you know, longer episodes, just split them up yourself, but it's a little bit too long even for my taste. 80 minutes, that's too much even for one of my episodes. So I decided to split it in about 2 40-minute episodes, and there was a good cutting point right there after putting up the power cell. Or that energy copper cell, whatever that thing is called. And I'm also not going to let you guys sit on a cliffhanger. So people that want to continue watching, you know, the second episode, the second part of this. So I guess it would be episode 12. This is episode 11. I'm going to upload them both at the same time and just publish 11 first. And then a couple minutes, 20 minutes later or something, the next one. So by the time you're watching this, you're finished with this episode. The next one should already be available. And if you're just looking into this one and you want to know what happened until the point we're at now, don't forget to watch episode 11 first before you watch 12. So you know all the reasons why we're doing Embers and what we've done so far. But anyways, I'm going to leave it right here. Look forward to the next episode here in just a second. And thank you so much for watching. Okay? Until next time. Take care. Stay safe. And bye-bye.